Even though it sounds harsh, most women find you very beautiful. 95.7% of women are interested in it. Some might find this bold or even controversial, but many guys are afraid to say it. You won't learn this from movies, TV shows, or even from friends. There is a lot more to what makes guys attractive than just logic or reasoning. It's not about games or happiness, if you've studied Stoicism. People often overlook nice guys because they don't focus on constant praise, but rather on something much more powerful. If you remain with me, you will soon discover the true distinction between the average man and the one that women crave. Hi, my name is James. Take charge of your dating life and improve your relationships with women by developing a calm mindset. If you're ready to level up, click the subscribe button now. Many men learn a simple formula to win a woman's heart from a young age. You've probably heard it a million times. Be nice, be there for her all the time, and listen to her issues. Fix it, and everything will be fine. After all, a trustworthy and loving guy should win her heart. That's the story. People often tell us this story, but the reality is that it's only half the picture. Strangely, people often ignore the nice guy, or worse, put him in the friend zone. Why does this happen? The simple but painful truth is that women aren't interested in a guy who's always trying to get their approval. They'll appreciate his kindness, respect, and dedication, but those traits don't exactly make them want to be with him. Ponder why guys who don't try as hard or chase always get the most attention. What distinguishes them from other guys? Let's look at this with a simple metaphor: the lion and the cat. The meerkat is akin to an individual who consistently strives to bring joy to everyone. He's always on guard, always there, and always ready to solve any problem. He's kind, he listens, and he puts other people's needs before his own. Sounds great, right? Well, there's a catch. Despite his apparent niceness and cuteness, meerkat fails to evoke the deep emotional connection that attracts women. Now let's talk about the lion. He's the exact opposite. He's confident and bold, and he doesn't need approval to feel validated. He's not always available, which is what makes him so intriguing. Women want what they can't have, and the lion embodies that mystery and lure. He doesn't have to chase attention. It comes to him naturally. Not only do women like the lion, but they find themselves drawn to him in an inexplicable way. It's safe and easy to be around the meerkat, but the lion is exciting. That strong, alluring attraction isn't based on logic or reason. It's an emotional reaction to the lion's strong, masculine energy. That's the energy that inspires confidence, respect, and deep desire. So why doesn't the kind guy make the same emotional impact? The answer lies in what women really want emotionally. They're not just looking for safety or comfort. They want intensity, passion, and a relationship that goes deeper than what's on the surface. The meerkat may be reliable, but he's not exciting. He doesn't question or inspire. He's predictable, and while that can be comforting, it's not exactly thrilling. This is where Stoicism comes in handy for understanding the lion's allure. Stoic philosophy tells us to accept who we really are, know our worth, and live a purposeful life without letting outside approval change our minds. It's about having the confidence to stand firm in your values. Being resilient in the face of challenges and not relying on others is crucial. Define your self-worth. The lion embodies a stoic mindset, confident in his identity and purpose. Stop chasing approval and do not bend to the expectations of others. He welcomes women into his world, but he doesn't require their approval to do so. Feeling complete and having self-assurance rooted in a deeper understanding of himself is incredibly attractive. Now, if you're thinking, I identify with the meerkat, can I change this? Can I become a lion? The answer is undoubtedly yes, but it's a journey that will take time to manifest. A journey that demands commitment. It requires self-awareness and a drastic change in perspective. You'll need to embrace who you are, work on yourself, and learn to live with purpose. It's about taking responsibility for your life, cultivating your inner strength, and showing up as the best version of yourself, just like a Stoic philosopher. The lion doesn't look for approval because he knows how valuable he is. Live from that place of certainty and purpose, and you won't need to chase anything. Women will naturally gravitate toward you because you will have that magnetic energy that they can't resist. If you're ready to stop looking for approval and start embracing the true power within you, stick with me. We'll go deeper into the journey of transformation, where you'll learn how to step into the power of your own lion-like energy. Trust me, the first step on this path is probably the most crucial, and many guys skip it. Look over. Don't try to get acceptance. While it may seem simple at first, let's examine why it's actually quite challenging. How many times have you gone out of your way to be the kind guy, solve their problems, and be there for them whenever they need something? You do it because you believe that if you do enough, give enough, and show them how much you care, they will notice. Worth. But here's the harsh truth. Doing things for someone doesn't make you valuable. In fact, it's the opposite. A man's worth doesn't come from what he does, it comes from who he is. Now, that might be a tough pill to swallow, but let me tell you, it's the truth that will set you free. You see, if you're constantly chasing validation through your actions, you're putting your worth in the hands of others, and that's a dangerous game to play. It's like trying to build your foundation on sand. It'll always shift and leave you feeling unstable, and here's where Stoicism comes into play. One of the core teachings of Stoic philosophy is the idea of living in alignment with your true nature, embracing your worth without needing external validation. In other words, a Stoic knows that their value isn't defined by what they do for others or how others perceive them. It depends on their inner qualities, such as their value for inner strength, knowledge, and honesty. A Stoic possesses immense strength and disregards the opinions or feelings of others. This is what makes a Stoic unique. Man, you stop trying to please others and measuring your worth by whether they like what you do. Instead, you start living your life honestly, knowing that you don't have to prove anything, because accepting yourself, flaws, strengths, imperfections and all, makes you more attractive to others. Think about the most captivating people you know. Are they the ones who are always trying to please everyone? No, they're the ones who are comfortable in their own skin. They found a balance between confidence and humility. They don't need anyone to validate their existence. They've already done the work within themselves. This makes them attractive and stand out around others. Take a moment to think about your own life. How often do you look for approval from women friends or even family? It's time to break out of that cycle. You don't need to constantly seek approval or be the guy who's always looking for signs that he's decent enough. The truth is, you are already good enough. This shift in mindset, this understanding of your inherent value, will start to change everything. The more you stop seeking approval, the more you'll naturally attract the right people into your life. Not because you've done anything to earn their favor, but because you've become your true self. You'll attract the right women to you. Let's do this together. Start today by making a conscious effort to stop chasing validation. Accept all of who you are, positive and bad. Start living your life with confidence, knowing that your worth comes from within and not from anything outside. How you interact with others and see yourself will change. The more you practice this Stoic mindset, the more you'll feel an unwavering sense of self-worth. You won't have to prove yourself to anyone. You'll just be yourself without any apologies, and that's when you'll start to see your true power. Hey, quick question. If you're enjoying this and finding it relevant to you, please leave a comment below and tell me what you think you could do to go from being a decent guy to an ear-catching lion. I'm really interested in what interests you, and I'll make sure to answer as many of your questions as I can. Also, your comment will help other people connect with the video, so don't be shy. Share your thoughts below, okay? Let's dive into one of the most powerful traits that women, and honestly everyone, find irresistible confidence. But I'm not talking about that shallow look-at-me kind of confidence that's just for show. I mean the deep-rooted, real confidence that comes from within, the kind of confidence that radiates, not because you're trying to prove something, but because you simply know who you are. Now let me ask you, have you ever met someone who just exudes confidence without saying a word? It's almost like their energy commands attention. They don't need to announce how great they are, because their actions speak for themselves. You might not even know why you're drawn to them, but you are. That's the kind of confidence I'm talking about. This real confidence doesn't come from faking it until you make it, or pretending to be something you're not. No, this confidence is built on a foundation of genuine achievements, growth and alignment with your core values. It's about being confident in your own worth and not needing other people to confirm it. Think about it. When you wake up in the morning, do you feel good about who you are? Are you proud of the man you're becoming, regardless of whether other people notice or not? That's where true confidence begins, and this is where Stoicism can really change the game for you. One of the main ideas of Stoicism is that we can only control what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and reactions to the world around us. This means that true confidence doesn't come from outside sources. It comes from a deep understanding of your own principles and the steps you take to live by them. People don't have to praise or applaud a silent man all the time in order for him to feel good about himself. He is sure of himself because he knows he is living in line with his ideals, which gives him a quiet strength. If you want to have this much confidence, you have to work at it every day. I'm not just talking about going to the gym or working harder at your job, though those things do help. I'm talking about finding your interests and working on yourself every day. Do what you need to do to reach your goals. Whether it's getting better at talking to people, whether you're getting better at a hobby you love, or learning more about the world around you, it all adds up. You see, confidence isn't something you can fake or turn on. It's something you earn through your actions. It comes from the hard work you put into your life, the time you spend improving yourself, and the knowledge you gain about who you really are. Men who are sure of who they are and don't hold back from following their passions have a magnetic energy that pulls people in without them even trying. Think of a man you know who is really sure of himself. They might not be the loudest or friendliest, but they have an undeniable presence. It's as if they don't have to prove anything to anyone. They're just who they are. They have a clear sense of purpose, and everything they do is in line with that purpose. That's the kind of confidence that makes people want to be around you, especially women. So how do you get there? It's simple but not easy. Work on yourself, not for other people, but for yourself. What do you want from life? What are the things that spark your interest? How to set limits. You should never give up on those things, and as the Stoics teach us, you should be okay with the fact that you are the only one who can tell you how much you're worth. The more you work on yourself, the more confident you'll become, and here's the secret. As you build your inner strength, you'll naturally attract the right people. It's not possible to fake this kind of confidence. It comes from living a life full of love, purpose, and honesty. So work on yourself and improve your skills. Set goals and start living in a way that's true to who you are. That's when the real magic happens. Now let's talk about something that a lot of men struggle with, but that can really change the way you attract women: boundaries. I know what you're thinking. Boundaries. Isn't that just saying no sometimes? Well, yes, but there's a lot more to it than that. Think about the meerkat for a second. The meerkat's nature is to always say yes. He's always available, always on guard. The meerkat is always trying to please everyone around him. He believes that if he agrees to everything and puts others' needs before his own, he'll become more valuable or desirable. But the truth is that it doesn't work that way. The meerkat doesn't stand out. He's nice and maybe even helpful, but he lacks something powerful that draws people in: self-respect. Now let's talk about the lion. The lion, unlike the meerkat, isn't afraid to say no. He doesn't have to say yes to everything that comes his way just to be liked or feel important. He knows what he wants in life and is clear about the standards he has for himself and the people around him. The lion doesn't back down from his values or change them to get someone's attention, because he knows that if you don't respect yourself, no one else will. And here's the thing: when you set boundaries, you're not just protecting your time or energy. You're showing the world that you value yourself. You respect yourself enough to say, I don't need to do everything just to please you. I know what I need to feel good, to feel respected, and to be in line with my own values. That's very attractive to women. In general, this kind of self-respect makes people want to be around you. This saying says, I know my worth, and I won't settle for anything less. But I get it. Sometimes it's hard to say no because we're afraid of missing out on something, or, even worse, losing someone's attention or love. That's where Stoicism comes in. The Stoics teach us that we can't control how other people react, but we can control how we react to them. When you live by this principle, it's like having superpowers. You start to realize that the need to please everyone around you is a myth. Your ease of mind, having faith in yourself, and being honest. These things are worth a lot more than short-term approval. In Stoic thought, we learn that real freedom comes from not being controlled by outside forces. It's not about avoiding discomfort. It's about embracing the discomfort of standing firm in your own beliefs, no matter what other people think. Think about Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. He didn't give up his values or give in to every whim of the people around him. Instead, he led by example and set boundaries not out of arrogance, but out of self-respect and clarity of purpose. Setting limits like a lion gives you Stoic freedom because you realize that your time, energy, and self-respect are valuable, and that you don't have to say yes to everything. Saying no isn't about being cold or rejecting people. It's about standing in your truth and not sacrificing your own values for temporary approval. It's not about being rude or dismissive. It's about having the confidence and inner strength to choose what aligns with your values and what doesn't. It's about saying, I don't have time for things that don't contribute to my purpose, my growth, or my peace. The more you do this, the more people will respect you for it. Setting boundaries is a form of self-love. It's not about building walls. It's about creating space for what truly matters. And when you show that you respect yourself, others will naturally begin to do the same. This is where the lion's power lies, not in his strength alone, but in his ability to protect his values and maintain his integrity, no matter what the world tries to throw at him. So what does this look like in your conclusion daily life? It might be saying no to a request that doesn't align with your goals. It might mean deciding not to tolerate behavior that doesn't respect your time or energy, but whatever it is, remember this setting. Boundaries is not just about protecting yourself. It's about creating the space for what really matters in your life. When you start doing this, you'll see a transformation. You'll stop chasing validation and start living with the kind of self-respect that attracts others to you in a way that's deep and lasting. Like the lion, you'll live with power, purpose, and an unwavering sense of who you are. No compromises. Don't say sorry. That's what makes you so attractive, friend. The lion walks with purpose. His posture, body language, and attitude show that he is sure of himself as he faces problems. Head on with self-worth that comes from within. That inner strength is what attracts women in a way that the mirror image will never do. Here's the truth. Women don't fall for what you do for them, they fall for what you represent. They want a man who challenges them and sparks fire. They want a lion, not a mere cat. Becoming that man begins with a choice. Make a promise to yourself. Stop looking for praise, focus on your goals, boost your confidence, and find your purpose. The lion doesn't have to prove himself. He knows who he is, and that confidence is powerful. Are you ready to stop being the mere cat and accept the lion's power? If so, now is the time. Take a stand, do something, and show the world who you are. You have the power to be the lion, the leader, the man who challenges and draws others. People, including women, will be pulled to your energy. If this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. See you in the next video.